Exodus chapter 20 verse 17 says, Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's house, thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's wife, nor his manservant, nor his maidservant, nor his ox, nor his ass, nor anything that is in thy neighbor's house. Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Kalalaliam La Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kakwadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutation to the 144,000 men, the 1/3 men, women, and children that to be saved. This brother Yawasar from GMS Guyana coming to you with a lesson. My brother had posted this video on his WhatsApp status. Well, actually not the video, the some memes, and I asked him if this is an inside joke, and then he sent me the link to this video, and the Spirit got me to do this lesson. All right. So this Elamite looking man, someone committed adultery with his wife, and it provoked him to anger. And remember this precept in Proverbs 6. I'm going to bring out in a few. And it reminds me of how we're wives. The Spirit showed me like how we're a wife to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, the elect, and how angry he's going to be, how jealous he is, because these heathens, they, let me get it, I think it's Jeremiah 50. These heathens have, we've committed adultery with these other gods and these heathens, and I think it's 6. Yeah, these are the gods, and the Mosai is upset. The Mosai is pissed off. He's jealous. Well, and I got a few precepts. All right, let me type it in. Yeah, it was in Jeremiah. It's Jeremiah 15 verse 33. It says, Thus saith Yahweh of hosts, the children of Israel and the children of Judah were oppressed together. All them that took them captive held them fast and refused to let them go. So let me take the video from here. If you were watching, this is what he said.
Fucking video keep it. Hey, I can buy back 1,000 your mother.
Man could buy back 1,000 other. So the man's angry. So let's get it straight precept for this here. We're gonna apply it to the Spirit with Israel. All right. This is Proverbs chapter 6 and verse 32. But whoso committed adultery with a woman lacketh understanding. All right. So that's why we have the law, statutes, and commandments. That's how to read Exodus 20. All right. Lacketh understanding. They lack understanding. All right. They know that we are the children of Israel and they refuse to let us go. Likewise, these people that are wicked, they commit adultery with other men's wives, and they proud, And this man provoked. This man had every right to kill both of them. Thus saith Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. All right. He that doeth it destroyeth his own soul, and this man destroy your own soul. Now this man destroying the property. Verse 33. It says, a wound and dishonor shall he got, and his reproach shall not be wiped away. So they're gonna always remember him because of this. The man that committed adultery. But they laugh in the man that executing this judgment. For jealousy is the rage of a man. They will not spare in the day of vengeance. This man got no, he could have got to the point of taking both of them life, and they will be righteous in the eyes of the Lord. But what the wicked can do, they can charge you for murder. It says he will not regard any ransom, neither will he rest content, though thou givest many gifts. So he could apologize, offer gifts and stuff like that. The man gonna be hurt. The man gonna always be hurt because it's what the Most High design a man. You know. Let's get it in the law. This might be a little long-winded, but you know, this is off edification. You know, this is Numbers chapter 5 and verse 11. It says, "And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, say unto them, If any man's wife go aside and commit trespass against him, and a man lie with her carnally, and it be hid from the eyes of her husband, but he kept close, and she be defiled, there be no witness against her, neither she be taken with the manner, the spirit of jealousy, and the spirit of jealousy come upon him, and he be jealous of his wife, and she be defiled of the spirit of the defiled, or if the spirit of jealousy come upon him, and he be jealous of his wife, and she be not defiled." You see? So it says, when it says, "and it hid from his eyes," let's get this in the Apocrypha. Wisdom of Solomon 1:10, I think. It says, Wisdom of Solomon 1:10 says, "For the ear of jealousy heareth all things, and the noise of murmurings is not hid." So Yahweh Hashem Yahushai reveal all these things. You know, reveal all these things. I think that's 14. You know, it says, "And the spirit of jealousy come upon him." You know, that's in the spirit. It's like, just feel something wrong. A man don't know for sure, or sometimes it's been nonchalant. So now society is to the point whereby people accepting a woman having a man, like men would wife up a porn star. You know, and then there's men who, then there's something called polygamy, which is a woman having multiple husbands, as like a Queen of Sheba, all right? Which in the history, I believe it says she had 500 husbands or 500 men, you know. And then there's to the point whereby, was it? I forgot the other thing that these women doing, you know. Verse 15, it says, "Then shall the man bring his wife unto the priest, and he shall bring her offering for her, the 10th part of an ephod of barley, and shall pour no oil upon it, nor put frankincense thereon. It is an offering of jealousy, an offering of memorial, bringing iniquity to remembrance." All right? "And the priest shall bring her near, and set her before Yahweh, and the priest shall take the holy water in an earthen vessel of the dust that is of the floor of the tabernacle. The priest shall take and put it into the water." All right, and this is a process, you know, and some of these things we won't need to do because we would know through spirit, just as King Solomon had wisdom to know which mother the child belonged to, you know, by asking certain questions, you know, through the spirit. And, you know, plus we'll have telepathy and we'll see all things, just like how the scripture says that jealousy heareth all things. The Most High we can know everybody iniquity, and we can judge righteous, and that's why we going through all these experiences and so forth, right? All right. But this is like the training process of godhood, knowing both good and evil. You know, it says, "The priest shall set the woman, and the priest shall set the woman before Yahweh, and uncover the woman's head, and put the offering of memorial in her hands, and with which is the jealousy offering, and the priest shall have in his hand the bitter water that causeth the curse. And the priest shall charge her by an oath, and say unto the woman, If no man have lain with thee, if thou hast not gone aside." Yeah, it's lucky, brother. It says 19, it says, "And the priest shall charge her by an oath, and say unto the woman, If no man have lain with thee, and if thou hast not gone aside to uncleanness with another instead of that, be thou free from this bitter water that causeth the curse." But if thou hast gone aside to another instead of thy husband, and if thou be defiled, and some man have lain with thee beside thine husband, the priest shall charge the woman with an oath of cursing, and the priest shall say unto the woman, the Lord make thee a curse, an oath among the people, when Yahweh doth make thy thigh to rot and thy belly to swell. And this is what we would say an adultery guts, or them I forget what it's called, cellulite legs and things so forth, because great whoredoms, the scripture said that our wives shall be whore in this place, our daughters and so forth as well. This is the water that causes the curse. This water that causeth the curse shall go into thy bowels to make thy belly swell, and right now spiritually that's happening to our women, thy thigh to rot, and the woman shall say, Amen, Amen. All right, so be true, so be true. And the priest shall write these curses in a book, and shall blot them, and he shall blot them out with the bitter water. And he shall cause the woman to drink the bitter water that causeth the curse, and the water that causeth the curse shall enter into her and become bitter. And the priest shall take the jealousy offering of thy woman's hand, and shall wave the offering before Yahweh, and offer it upon the altar. And the priest shall take an handful of the offering, even memorial thereof, and burn it upon the altar. And afterward shall cause the woman to drink water, and he hath made her to drink, the water. And when he hath made her to drink the water, then it shall come to pass that if she be defiled and have done trespass against her husband, that the water that causeth the curse shall enter into her and become bitter, and her belly shall swell, and her thigh shall rot, and the woman shall be a curse among her people. And if the woman be not defiled, but be clean, then shall be free, and shall not conceive seed. This is the law of jealousy, when a wife goeth aside to another instead her husband is defiled, or when the spirit of jealousy cometh him, and he be jealous over his wife, and shall set the woman before Yahweh, and the priest shall execute upon her all this law. Then shall the man be guiltless from iniquity, and the woman shall bear her iniquity. All right, and there's another law. Let me get it real quick. Let's see. Yeah, Exodus, thou shalt not commit adultery. Yeah, Leviticus chapter 20 verse 10. The man that committed adultery with another man's wife, even he that committed adultery with his neighbor's wife, the adulterer and the adulteress shall surely be put to death. All right. So the Most High, this the Most High law, And let me get I think I got 2 more precepts, Lord willing. And this is how wicked this place is, because a woman is a man's glory. And because these things are not being taught, this place is gonna get worse and worse. So let's get Jeremiah 3:1. It's classic. It said, they say, if a man put away his wife, and she go from him and become another man's, shall he return again? Shall not the land be greatly polluted? But thou hast played the harlot with many lovers, yet return again to me, saith Yahweh. So this is a dual lesson, that we're like Yahweh's wife, and we've committed adultery, and now we're coming back. The Most High is cleaning us up, right? And also teaching the law, why we keep these laws, so that a man won't be provoked to this level of jealousy to do something as extreme as this, and And that was not, well, technically it's not extreme, you know. So with that, I pray that this lesson was edifying. I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Makrak double honor to the apostles, and those of great and stone. Citation to 144,000 men, the 1/3 men, women, and children elected to be saved. On that note, too, you can check out the other videos on my channel, and where you can see a prayer. The Most High help us escape wicked women. You know, I got it from the elder Monaghan from GMS DC, if I'm not mistaken. And you know, Shalom, Akemya, Abad Babal, Abad Babal.